Students, as I told you, the poet in this poem trying to explain you about your life by giving the example of wind. It's the situations of life. In our life we have to face all sort of situations. Sometimes the situations are easy for us, but most of the time situations are tough for us. So that has been very very in a specific way has been explained by the example of wind by the poet. So first he will try to explain you that when the wind is soft, what happens when the wind is soft. So it means to say that when the situation is not so tough, when it's everything is going easy, when it's easy going, then we can do the things, and even the big person, and even with weaklings and some weakness also we can survive. But once the situation changes and it becomes tough and difficult, then the real character is tested, and then only the strong people can survive. So first let's see what happens when the wind is quite softly. So wind when comes softly, first read few lines together and then I will try to explain. Wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. So student, look what happens here. When a soft wind comes, means to say that a very soft and gentle wind blows, then nothing much harm is done with that wind. Means to say that when situation is easy, then even the big person and the person who without any talent, skill and can survive. The big persons can also survive. How? Look at it. When the wind is soft, when the wind is blowing softly, gently, then it does not make any harm. It does not break the shutters of the windows. Shutters of the windows means here, the pans of the window pans. And then it does not even scatter the papers, the whatever papers, wherever they are, they just remain there. They are not scattered. Scattered means, bikhar jana, idhar udhar ho jana. Don't throw down the books on the shelf, and the books which have been kept on the shelf, they also remain there. They are not also thrown down by the wind, because the wind is so softly. So means to say that when these things are actually big things, student, papers, books and shutter, these things can easily be pushed by a wind. But when the wind is soft, then even these big things can also survive. So means to say that when the situation is easy, when situation is not so tough, then even a big person can also survive. But once the situation changes, that we will see tomorrow how then the things start happening.